Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I want to show you a few things that I've made during January. I like to do a project share once a month, so this is the first one I'm doing for this year. I do pre-record this video, so if the light changes or the mats change, that's why. So I'm just going to jump straight into the video and show you a few things that I've made this month. So the first thing that I had to make was thank you cards. I like to send thank you cards out on behalf of my daughter. I think it's really important for kids to have manners and to say thank you when they are given things, and she received a lot of Christmas presents. So I was playing around and I've made a few. They all have the same theme, they all just look slightly different. So we have this one here first of all. I really like that. I think that came out really nicely. Then I have the same in yellow. I have it in pink. And then these are kind of the starting ones. So those are like my finished. Overall, really happy with them, loved them. These are kind of my playing around ones. So I have a shaker card. I had more sequins in and I took them out, and I really shouldn't have done. So I like it, but I wish I'd left some sequins in. This is the first one I made. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And then we have this one here where I don't know if you can see, but I have embossed the background before I put it in. Again, very pretty. And that one I actually showed you last month, so that shouldn't have been in there at all. But yeah, really quite pleased with these, and I'm going to go and get these in the post now. So those are the thank you cards on behalf of my daughter. Next we have this one here. So this is for a friend at the yard who was turning 40, and it needed to be able to be signed by a lot of us. So this is the card. It's a straightforward card that opens like that. This bit pops out. It's got happy birthday down the side. It's got a nice big birthday cake. This is a stamp I've had for ages and I barely use it, so I was really happy to use that. And then on the back we have this door, so we have 3 different areas where everybody can sign it. So I think that's really fun. I think it's really cute. I really hope she'll like it. I've sent a picture on like a group chat and it has been well received by everyone on there, so let's hope the birthday girl likes it when we give it to her. But I think that's really cute, and yeah, I'm really quite pleased with that one. So also this month we have had a brand new launch from Craft Consortium and Claire Teresa. It's called Little Red Robin, and it was really exciting to launch this one because it was the first time they've done a TV launch since I've been on their design team. So it was really exciting to be able to make samples for TV. So let me show you what I came up with for the launch. The first one I did was a joy fold card. I absolutely love making these. It's probably my favourite fold of all to do. And I've just used all the coordinating cardstock. I've cut the toppers down. I've used one of the little rub-ons inside there. He's so cute. It's just a really nice little card. So that's the first thing I made. And then I made this little box. So the reason I made a box was because I wanted to really show off these little toppers that were in the 6x6 pad, and I wanted to use as many of them as possible. So I thought they'd work really well on this box, and this box is actually made out of the coordinating cardstock. So really quite pleased with how that came out. And then my favourite piece that I made, oh my goodness, I have been waiting for an excuse to make one of these, but I actually made the little backpack bag. So for this, I've basically used the pattern paper. I made a rosette out of the pattern paper and then fussy cut a load of elements and put that on there. And then the seeds are actually off the washi tape. So I just stuck the washi tape onto plain cardstock and cut them out. And then on the back, I've just got like a little button that I threaded. That didn't come in the collection, but I just thought it's a nice finishing touch. And then inside, it's just really roomy. Now because it was going to be on television, I did reinforce this. I don't normally reinforce them, I have to be honest, but having not done TV work and not knowing how they handle stuff or how the lights affect glue and stuff, I just thought better be safe than sorry. So I love that little bag. I think it's really cute. So those are what I made for the launch of Little Red Robin.
let me really quickly show you some more of my projects that I made for Little Robin Redbreast. So the ones I just showed you didn't actually get shown on TV. I have no idea why. The backpack was there, I could see it, but they didn't show any of my cards. Well, anyway, we'll move on. So these are a couple of extras I did do. So after I'd done my samples for TV and sent them off, I decided to play with the embossing folder. This is the first one I made, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. I think it turned out so beautifully. I am a little bit obsessed. How stunning is that? So then I decided to have another go, and I have chopped up the coordinating cardstock. I did the same technique, so I have dry embossed the embossed image. I've added some flowers that I had in my stash. I just thought they complemented these colours so nicely, and I've used the essential dots to finish it. I think that's beautiful as well. I'm just sad that I haven't got any more of these flowers. I'm not going to order any because I didn't think they were great quality and I'd won them, so I'm not in a rush to replace them, but I think they work quite nicely on that. This is also the coordinating cardstock, and then because I had extras left over from this one, I had a play. I did this one here. Like, it's fine. I just tried different ways to decorate it, hence you've got like the flowers stuck on, you've got some washi there in a bow. Like, it's not my favourite. I think that's probably my favourite, and then that one. It was fine. I've tried to use some sequins as well, as you can see. I don't think it worked brilliantly. It will do for someone, and I'll give it out. But yeah, I'm not in love with it, not like these two. I did also try to use Inkdrops Ocean in the background there, and again I think it just gets a bit lost behind the design, so it wasn't an out and out success. But I do really like the technique, and it's one that I am exploring and playing a bit more with, and yeah, it's pretty. So those were for Little Robin Redbreast. Then this month we've also seen Inkdrops Sunset launch from Craft Consortium, and when they sent it to me I just had to play straight away. I couldn't wait. I just saw the pad and I was like, oh my goodness, it's stunning. I did put a video up showing it off, so I'll try and remember to link that in the description box in case you missed it, but let me show you some of the samples I made using that pad. So this is the first one, and potentially I think this is actually my favourite one. Now, Craft Consortium don't actually ask that we make samples when they send the Inkdrops pads. It's just something for us to have and incorporate with like other pads that we do samples with, you know. But I just couldn't help myself. I just thought it was beautiful and it just needed to be used. So we have this one here. I think it worked perfectly for the name of the collection, like Inkdrops Sunset, and it's just, oh, I love it. So that's the first one. Then I had a play and I tried to use a flower die that I'd had for ages. And I kind of made a container at the bottom that kind of looks a bit like a vase, but it wasn't supposed to, but you know, it's just how it's turned out. I've added foliage, so I have used the Inkdrops pad on this and down the back, and then I've used Inkdrops Rose here, and yeah, just various different pads all mixed together. I've used an embossing folder on the background. Like, it's a cute card, it's pretty. I'm not in love with it, but I don't dislike it, so it's just not one of my favourites. And then we have this one here. This one I am quite taken with. Probably didn't turn out as per my vision, but I'm not hating it. So this is actually a stamp set from Creative Stamping magazine that came out around the same time that I received the paper pad, and I just thought, you know what, that could be interesting. It could be interesting to play and see what I can do. And yeah, so I did, and I kind of feel like you're looking out the window a bit, and that's what you can see. And then obviously I've got the die cut black. I was really going for the shadow and light kind of vibe. Again, some more die cuts down here. It's nice, I like it. It's not my favourite. I would say that one's my favourite, then this one, then that one. Like, it's fine, it showed off like what you can do. I got to use the stamp set that I probably wouldn't have used otherwise, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's an interesting card, and it's not a style I normally do. So again, I'm pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. Then I had this idea that I needed to make like a pack of cards. So, you know, sometimes you'll suddenly remember a birthday and it's like 10 o'clock at night and you're like, oh my god. So I thought, right, let's make an emergency pack of cards. And I was just playing with scraps, and I think these came out really cute, and my husband has already stolen one. So there was actually 5. It was like done as a pack of 5. And I think they're really cute. So they're just little, I don't know, 4x4. Yeah, they're 4x4 inch cards, just with balloons, just saying happy birthday, just a bit of fun, just for those moments where you go, oh my goodness, it's so-and-so's birthday and I haven't made anything. Now I have that. Okay, what else? So I got quite into making exploding box cards. I got quite carried away, and I've made this one here again. This was using a stamp set that came with Creative Stamping Magazine. This is the Sam Cowcourt Made Surprise stamp set, which is from, I think it's out now actually as I'm filming this video, and there is a new one due like any second. So it was current when I filmed this video. But I think that's really cute. I actually quite like it, just needs pulling into place. I think it's really cute. I like the papers I use. I've started using up stuff from my stash. I think it'll do for a child's birthday, and Philippa seems to be invited to more parties than me, so it will definitely get used, and there's kids in the family, so I just think it's cute. And I have started another child type one, which I'll probably show you next month if I get around to finishing it. But you know how we start projects and then don't finish them? It might be one of those. The bits are all sat in a pot at the moment. But yeah, I really like that. Then I was making some more Valentine's cards. Like, I thought I'd try them on Etsy. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. I've got friends who will need Valentine's cards, so it's fine. So I made this one, which to be fair could also just be an anniversary card. I really like it. It's really cute. I made a similar one which wasn't filled in the middle, but I've kind of given that one away already. I sent it out in some happy mail. But I think that's cute. I like it. I think that's a really different, simple card. So we've got that one. And I wanted to use some buttons up, and I made this. I used my new embossing folder. You would have seen this in a haul video earlier in the month, I want to say. And yeah, I wanted to play, so this is kind of what I came up with. I had some heart buttons, and I just thought it was a different way to use your stash. Like, I don't normally use buttons on cards, but I was inspired, so I just kind of went with it, and that's what I've got. Then what else have I got? Oh yeah, I made some more thank you cards. So obviously I made the ones for my daughter to send, and then I was like, do you know what might be handy to have some on hand all the time, a bit like these little balloon cards. So I came up with this, and I think it's worked really well. Just really plain, simple, to the point. So I've done a few. Again, they're 4-inch cards, and that's literally all there is to them. And I really quite like them, and I think they're great just to have on hand for those moments when you want to say thank you, but you don't want anything really extravagant. So we now have those in our stash. And then I made this. I love this. I think this is great. I made a massive donut card. I kind of want to say these donuts were in a Creative Stamping magazine about 2 years ago, and I use them infrequently, but kind of inspiration struck and I just rolled with it. And again, this die came with a issue of Creative Stamping magazine with some like plants, and I hadn't used the die. I don't think I've released the stamps, to be fair, and I just kind of rolled with it. So I really like this. I love the texture on the donuts. I really want to eat that one. There's just something about that donut that looks utterly divine. This one has like glitter. They're not glitter drops, but they're like the Dovecraft variant. I just love it. That sentiment came from the same sentiment as the cow card that I showed you earlier. And then I've used some new nesting dies to do the mats and layers. And then I was like, in for a penny, in for a pound, let's distress the edge with some red ink. And I don't dislike it. I think it's a fun card. Again, it could be a really out there Valentine's card if you're a donut lover, or it could just be an anniversary card. I like it. I'm really quite taken with that. And as I say, I'd really like to eat that pink donut. I think it looks utterly delicious. And then lastly, I have been playing with my new dies. So I did a haul video recently and I showed off some flower dies that I bought. Look what I've made. I am obsessed with this card. I think it's beautiful and I cannot stop looking for it. If this ever gets sent, it will be a miracle, because I walk past it and I smile, and it's up on my inspiration shelf at the moment because I'm that pleased with it. So I've used a stencil, I think it was, in the background, and then I've literally just cut from my scraps a load of flowers, pieced them all together. Literally, I've had to piece all these together, made an envelope and whacked them in, and I love it. I am so pleased with this card. I can't even tell you. I absolutely adore it. So that's probably the thing I am most proud of this month. What is the thing you're most proud of this month? What have you made that you are most proud of? Let me know down below in the comments, because I think it's really important to celebrate those moments when you are really proud of something. And lastly, we have 2 baby cards. So again, I'm chucking these on Etsy, but I sold a bubble card, one of my bubble cards, New Year's Day actually. I started the year with the sale and I've done nothing since, but you know, you live and learn. But I thought, you know what, let's try some baby bubble cards, because I think they're really quite sweet. So I've made a couple of those. I haven't sold any, of course I haven't sold any, but you know, I've made them. I think they're nice. Maybe if they sit there long enough they will go, but I just think they're really fun cards and I'm really quite taken with them. And a friend has just had a baby boy, so maybe we could send her that one. Maybe I'll see if my friend has her address. So yeah, that is everything I've made recently, but it's not, because I've been doing design team work and there's loads sitting around me that I can't show you, which is really frustrating, because some of that I'm really proud of too, but that'll be in a future video, so you will get to see it eventually. So I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please leave it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do hit subscribe, help my channel grow, help my videos reach more people, and make sure to be leaving me comments down below so we can have a little chat about what you've seen. Let me know which card is your favourite this month, because I really like to see what people are liking, and if you want to see how anything's made, except for that one, because I don't think I'll be making another one like that for a little while, drop me a comment and I will see what I can do. But thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate everybody who does come and watch my videos, and I will be back soon with some new videos. So until next time, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.